All right, welcome back. It's a big sports weekend here in San Diego, and here to break it down for us, broadcaster Lee Hacksaw Hamilton. I love our Saturday chats, Lee. Let's get to it.
Good morning. I wish I could say good morning, San Diego Padres, but that is not the case. Wasted opportunity. Another loss last night in Texas against the Rangers. They go down 9-7. San Diego opened with a bang, and then Texas dropped a bomb on them. Padres had a 5-run first inning thanks to Ty France's grand slam home run, but then Texas came back after what France did, and they scored 6 in the bottom of the first inning, and then it got worse and worse for the Friars. France had a second home run in the game, plus a double. Gavin Sheets had a home run, but Randy Vasquez, another poor performance on the mound. 3 innings, 7 runs, 8 hits. Get this, the big money guys in the batting order: Tatis, Machado, Merrill, Xander Bogaerts, combined 0 for 17 in last night's game in Texas. Padres lose again. They're on a 6-12 skid. They've lost 16 of their last 23. Don't look at the standings in your newspaper or on the website this morning. The Padres are at a season worst, 10 games back of the first place Dodgers. And the Dodgers, by the way, have won 24 of their last 34. We'll see if the Padres can bounce back. That should have been in their pocket after a 5-run first inning. It was not awful.
All right, good news. U.S. men's national team puts on a clinic yesterday. Time of possession was staggering.
Dateline is Seattle. USA, USA. They beat Australia 2-0 in the beautiful game, and the Americans have moved to the knockout round. They won without Captain America, without Christian Pulisic, out with the calf injury. They used skill, they used speed, and they outslugged the Aussies. There were 6 yellow cards in the game, and Australia committed 16 fouls. Fo Balogun stormed down the left wing, put a centering pass out in front of the goal that hit a defender and bounced into the net at the 10-minute mark. An own goal gave U.S. a 1-0 lead, and the rookie Alex Freeman then leaped over the goaltender with a header. He scored at the 45-minute mark, and the U.S. was on the way. They survived kind of a brutal second half, fouls, yellow cards, and a lot of ill will. The joy in the stadium left you speechless in Seattle. Next Thursday, final game, group play, Turkey, back here in L.A. And by the way, while we're celebrating all things USA, we celebrate Mexico. They're 2-0 in their group. They're moving on to the knockout round, so we are off and running.
Okay, U.S. Open.
Let's talk golf. The spotlight is on Southampton, Long Island, out on the eastern tip of the island. Shinnecock, 3rd time they've ever hosted the U.S. Open. It is a tough course. The rough is brutal. The greens are fast. Day 1, high wind. Day 2, lots of fog. And then here came the red-hot Wyndham Clark. 8 birdies and an eagle over 2 days. He stormed to the top of the leaderboard. He's at 7 under par. Xander Schauffele, the ex-Aztec, 5 birdies yesterday. He's at 3 under par. Matt Fitzpatrick, who's red hot this year, he's also at 3 under par. Rugged day for Rory McIlroy. He's at even. He's 7 back. In essence, he's done. Same thing for Scotty Scheffler, who's winless in 11 tournaments this year. He's at even par. And the big names from LIV, DeChambeau, John Rahm, Brooks Koepka, all failed to make the cut. So they move on to the 3rd round. Integrity of par. Golf course becomes an obstacle course. Get this, Jason. There's only 10 golfers below par as they go to the 3rd round to tee off on Long Island.
Wow. Okay, let's shift gears. No pun intended. You're a big NASCAR guy. Take us to school. This is going to be exciting.
I grew up in NASCAR on Long Island, so yeah, there's a little bit of redneck in me. We'll call this Auto Racing History 101. Let's just talk about the history of NASCAR. The Moonshiners versus the Revenuers. This began in 1948 when they formed NASCAR. Bill France put the first race on the beach next to the ocean. It was historic. And then it became not just a Southern small track festival. Then they went to super speedways with the opening of Daytona in '59. We had the big event on television. A lot of people forget this. Wide World of Sports televised the Daytona 500 in 1978, the first event. It was in February in a snowstorm. Whole country was paralyzed. The race ended with a fist fight in the infield between Davey Allison and Cale Yarborough. And suddenly everybody wanted to watch NASCAR on TV. It grew, it exploded. They crossed the street. They went to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 400. And of course, we also saw great races, great finishes, and great tragedies with the death of Dale Earnhardt. So there's enormous history to NASCAR, where it came from as it gets here to Coronado Island. Now, let's talk about what's gone on here, Southern California, because we've had tracks here forever. Gilmore Stadium, Hollywood, they started with midgets, and then they went to modifieds, and then they had stock cars. Ascot Speedway was spectacular, but they closed it because there were 24 deaths there. The big road course opened up at Riverside Raceway. We had our own Cajon Speedway that opened in 1961, went to 2004, then it was closed. Ontario Speedway ran for 10 years, and the 2.5-mile California Speedway opened in '97. It's under renovation. That's where we came from. And by the way, how about the history of the drivers? I call them the good old boys. You look at the marquee names that have run. Richard Petty with 200 career wins. David Pearson with 105. Bobby Allison from the Alabama gang with 84. Jeff Gordon, before he retired, had 83. The unique Tony Stewart, he won points championships in NASCAR, did the same thing in IndyCar. And of course, our legendary Jimmy Johnson from El Cajon, 7-time points champion. And of course, he's going to race again tomorrow. And of course, the race tomorrow, they're calling it Race the Base. The Sunday superstars are coming out. Tyler Reddick drives for Michael Jordan's 23X team. They set a NASCAR record. They won the first 3 races of the season. He's got 4 victories this year. Denny Hamlin shows up tomorrow. He's won 3 in a row and 64 career races. Shane Van Gisbergen out of New Zealand. He's the road racing expert. He's won 7 times on the road. Never an oval, 7 times in the last 2 years. And Chase Elliott, the legendary son of Bill Elliott, he's won 7 road courses. Now, the unique aspect to the race tomorrow, these teams have hardly any data at all about the track. Where do you pass? Will the pavement hold up? There's 4 different types of pavement on the Coronado tarmac course. And what happens if the cars start to bottom out? Will there be damage? Because it's a very uneven, rocky course. It's going to be fun. It's going to be different. 50,000 are going to be on North Island to watch this cool. The good old boys have come to San Diego. This is a festival. We make a good impression nationwide on TV. They'll be back here for a couple more years. We've found something very unique and different.
Absolutely. All right. Hacksaw, always great on Saturday mornings.
When you need to know, we got the info.
Appreciate it, Ben.
Thank you.